Le toit du monde, le Tibet.
Would you please tell us your name and who you represent?
My name is Taska Yawanao. I'm representing the Yawanao people. The Yawanao people lives in the Yawanao territory, which is located in the state of Acre in Brazil, Amazon rainforest.
And what brings you to COP21?
I think the COP21 is about how people can discuss about the future, about how the human being and the nature can live more in harmony, because in this last time is to just take from earth and not give back anything. If not changing this kind of mentality, it's just going to disappear. I think now responsibility for each one of us live in the forest, that live in the city, coming together.
The current climate convention being negotiated here in Paris violates the rule of law by treating the Earth, our societal partner, as an afterthought. The current draft mentions the Earth only once, and that is only in the preamble. So, are we treating something else as above the law? The Climate Convention tells us the answer to that question very directly. It mentions economics and economic systems 49 times to once for the Earth. The Convention's focus is not on creating law to benefit the Earth. Its focus is on contorting the law to benefit the same economic system that is destroying the Earth, our home.
Elders and children all unite to keep alive our way of life, to keep alive our way of life. We've all got to unify, we've all got to unify.
So as I understand it, your key demands are a 1.5 degree target and countries from the north or big emitters paying their fair share.
Yes. Particularly, it should be below 1.5. Below 1.5 because developing countries like the Philippines, when we are always hit by strong typhoons, and when we are hit by Haiyan, it's 0.87 degrees. And so the 1.5, we believe it's really difficult for us to survive by that temperature. But so we are calling for below 1.5.
to be at this moment where we can, in fact, bend the curve and get back on track towards a safe world. We're not there, we won't be there the day after Paris, but we'll be heading in the right direction. And we women and supportive men on gender equality issues at the front lines, we have to make it happen, because we know that unless we do, we are sacrificing our children, and in my case, my grandchildren, to a much more worrying and potentially catastrophic world. And we can't have that.
Welcome, relatives. Hamidakifi, Ampeti de Chante Washte Nape Chiu Zapido. Dakota Michaje Ki Wakamani Damakota. My name is Dallas Goldtooth. I'm a Dakota man from what is now called Minnesota, and I welcome you. I'm with the Indigenous Environmental Network, and I want to welcome each and every one of you for being here for today's press conference. We have a number of amazing, powerful leaders, Indigenous leaders, here to present a number of statements. People have come to Paris to discuss the solutions to climate change. We have governments gathering, talking about false solutions in Le Bourget, not aware that the solutions to climate change are right here. When the world governments are talking about carbon markets, putting a price on Mother Earth, we know nothing good will come of that.
Boy para kami hirai ne. Waya ben ko pa bego kare. Ya kam ariara ba me Brazil ko ngari pa.
Indigenous peoples all over the world, whether we live in Brazil or we live far from Brazil, are united in that we wish to protect our territories and nature and the environment for all of humanity.
And there in the United States at this time, the Ponca people in north central Oklahoma are suffering from environmental genocide. The first onslaught of the settlers came with bayonets, with rifles, with smallpox blankets. But now they come with refineries, with fracking, with pipelines, and they kill the air, they kill the earth, they kill the water, and that kills my people.
Yet the hard realities and the hard facts remain. And those facts are that no matter what the governments that call themselves ambitious claim, the actual promises, the actual targets that they have brought to the summit lead us to an extremely dangerous world. They don't lead us to 1.5 or 2 degrees Celsius. They lead us to warming of 3 to 4 degrees Celsius, which is beyond catastrophic. And beyond that, they have also told us that we can't even hold them to the pledges that they are bringing, that this agreement will not be legally binding.
Hi, thank you, Jean. Thank you, Naomi. Thank you, Lana. Thank you, Joseph, for these amazing inputs. And thank you all for being here with 3,000 people in this hall tonight. That's fucking amazing. What we need to do is to fight to reclaim our power. Thank you very much.
I'm here with Amanda Ravenhill, the Executive Director of Project Drawdown. First of all, Amanda, would you please define what drawdown is?
Yes, so drawdown is the point in the future when concentrations of greenhouse gases will peak and then begin to decline again. Temperatures will follow about 20 or 30 years later.
And what is Project Drawdown doing to get us to that point?
Yeah, so we're measuring, mapping, and modeling 100 substantive solutions to climate change and what their potential benefit could be over the next 30 years, were we to scale them as fast as we could globally. And I think it's really important that we all kind of look at the full system and look at the best way to do this so that when we solve climate change, we can solve many other issues at the same time. You know, all these solutions have what we call cascading benefits. They improve lives, they create jobs, they, diffuse the oligarchy. There's a lot of other things that happen when you put these solutions into place. So we call them no regrets solutions.
Restez bien tenus.